At the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference, we have so many fantastic speakers, not just speakers, but investors. They are experts in their craft of investing. And today I'm super pumped to have a friend of mine who is a fantastic real estate syndicator, multifamily expert, teaching people how to do this as well as doing it themselves, because we all are investors. We literally do this for our living, but we just want to share with this with everybody else. I'm super pumped to have Annie Dickerson on with me. Annie, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here with you, Dustin. And, thank you so much. We're so grateful for all the work that you and your team have put into putting this event together. It's going to be a stellar event.
You were literally the first or second person that I called to say, hey, I want to do this event. What are your thoughts? And you were so encouraging to say, yes, let's do this. So you were one of the reasons why I said, hey, let's put this together. Now, tell the people about who you are and like what you do for your real estate investing.
So a few years ago, I actually I quit my job to go full-time into real estate, specifically to help other busy moms and parents and families really to get into real estate through, as you mentioned, through syndication. So my business partner, Julie, and I created our company, Good Egg Investments, really to do two main things. One is to help educate. We had invested passively ourselves in these syndications, and we knew that not a whole lot of people knew that they were out there, that this was a possibility. And also that it was a black box, that not a lot of people understood how it worked. So we really set about to educate people about how it worked. And then secondly, once they felt like it was a good fit for them and their goals and their families, then giving them these opportunities to invest right alongside us in these multifamily syndications. And over the last few years, we've now invested in over 30 different deals, mostly commercial, multifamily, although we've done some other asset classes as well throughout Texas and the Southeast. And we've had so much fun growing our investor base and just helping as many people as we can.
And that's what makes Rubicon, as well as what you and I do, Annie, so much fun, is that we get to help so many people. It's just a blessing to be able to see so many lives change. And I actually, for everybody listening, I actually invest with you as well. So it's great that we were able to get a hotel complex, like 2 hotels, and that's a whole nother asset class. I've never been a part of a hotel, but I would never personally have thought, let's go buy a hotel on my own. But you brought the deal. You said, hey, we need somebody to partner with us. I said, yes, let's do it. So I am super excited that I am actually able to invest with you. Like I said, everybody here at Rubicon, we're all investors. We literally do this, and we just want to help people. Now, Annie, talk to us a little bit about what you're going to be talking about and sharing here at Rubicon.
So for the first 10 years that I had invested in real estate, I had no idea that there was an option to invest passively. I thought that all I could do was buy a rental property and rent it out. And you and I have talked about how we both went about this very differently, and you went about it the right way in setting up the business and the systems and everything. And I went about it the complete backwards way, where we were just like, you know what, let's look at the properties first. And so we built up a small portfolio, and on paper, it seemed like we were doing pretty well, but it was a lot more work than I had realized because I hadn't set up the systems and the business of it. And so for us, we realized, wow, we can't do this anymore. It's so much work. It's more work than we had thought. We like real estate, but we didn't know there were other options until we discovered syndication. And so what I'm going to be sharing about and teaching about is the difference between passive and active investing, which is something that I wish I had known when I had started out investing in real estate. And what I counsel people is one of the most important things that you should consider going into real estate investing is not which market or which property or which broker to work with, but really starting by thinking about your own personal goals and how much work that you want to put into it and your eventual goals, whether you want to be full-time or you just want this to be a side thing. So that's sort of what I'm going to dig into in my talk.
I love it. And that's something that as I'm thinking about passive investing, I just love passive income in general. And so as you start to develop your businesses, you start making a little bit more money. You also run a little bit out of time because you're running other businesses. It's great to also do passive investing. That's like why I said, hey, I love your idea of a hotel complex, or 2 of them. Let's go and invest. Now, talk to us a little bit about your thoughts about community and having a network and working with other people, because going alone is so very, very hard. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's so hard. It's so much easier, and you get so much more further advanced, get along faster, all that sort of stuff if you're working with other people. So tell me your thoughts about that.
Oh man, like every other syndicator, I think I started out and I thought, I can do this on my own. No problem. I've done a 4 unit property. I can do a 40 unit. I could do it all. I set out to learn the underwriting and I started talking with brokers and all this stuff. And and that was just for, one single 40 unit property. And I had no idea how much work it was and how specialized you really need to be in all the different facets of multifamily syndication. And as I started talking with people and learning about all that they bring to the table and their passions, I started to learn, wow, this is really a team sport. And I think having that collaboration not only makes it more fun, but it also it brings so much more depth and opportunity to each of the offerings. And so I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without all the people I've met along the way. Some of them we've had the privilege of partnering with, others we've helped them or they've helped us throughout the growth of our business. But it's through conferences and events like this that you really get to meet those key people. Somehow, every time the universe puts the right people in your path, and I've found that time and again, and it's just something you can't get through online interaction. As much as I've tried with the Zoom networking, there's just something missing that you get when you go in person. And so that's why I'm super excited about this upcoming event.
Yeah, same here. And that's you and I met at a conference. I think it was like 2019 or 2018 or something like that, where we first met at the conference. And after hitting it off, meaning you and I do real estate, and at this conference, not everybody does real estate. In fact, most people don't do real estate. So like, hey, we do real estate. Let's hang out together because we're like sheeps, or no, we're like we stand out. Like we don't do what everybody else does. And so from that, obviously a friendship, we interview each other on podcasts. But now I'm investing with you, which is awesome. And so that's what conferences do. That's what I found is when you're in person, when you're talking, when you're networking, when you're meeting people, it makes everything so much better. Investing does. Now, everybody, you need to be here at the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference to hang out with Annie and talk with me and hang out with me, as well as the other 27 other speakers that we're having at the conference. So get your tickets at rewbcon.com, REWBCON.com. Get your tickets right away. It's going to be here in beautiful Phoenix in March. It's going to be amazing here in the wintertime. So you guys need to be here. So Annie, thank you so much for helping us out to know about passive income and syndication and everything. So I really appreciate you.
Absolutely. I can't wait for the event. And for everybody watching or listening to this, I can't wait to meet you in person.